This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. CTOC seeks 2 persons of interest in St. James gun finds. Detectives from the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Branch have listed 2 individuals as persons of interest in their investigations of 2 separate gun seizures in St. James. They are Carissa Clark of a Paradise Norwood address and Cleon Gerardo Clark, otherwise called Clayton, of Montego Bay West Village. Detectives believe that Carissa can assist them in an ongoing investigation in relation to the recovery of 5 firearms and 147 assorted ammunition at the Montego Bay Seaboard warehouse. The guns and ammunition were seized on January 20. Cleon is also being sought to assist detectives in their investigation of another gun seizure at the Montego Bay Seaboard warehouse on February 28. According to detectives, 7 firearms, 16 9mm cartridges, 8 magazines, and firearm accessories were recovered during a non-intrusive inspection by members of the Jamaica Customs Agency. The guns and ammunition were found hidden and dismantled inside 3 television sets, a well-placed news source revealed at the time. Both individuals are being asked to turn themselves in at a CTOC or the nearest police station. Cops charge a 44-year-old man relieved of gun by 16-year-old. A 44-year-old man who was reportedly relieved of a firearm by a 16-year-old boy during an altercation 2 weeks ago has been charged by the police. Gavin Skelton from Chisholm Avenue, St. Andrew, is charged with illegal possession of a firearm and assault at common law. Skelton and the firearm were handed over to the police following the incident, which occurred on Sunday, February 27. Reports are that about 2 p.m., both males had a disagreement. The police reported that Skelton left and returned when he allegedly pointed a firearm at the teen. A struggle ensued during which the teen used a machete to inflict wounds to Skelton and managed to relieve him of the firearm. The police were summoned and the weapon, a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 1 cartridge, was handed over to lawmen along with the accused. Skelton was treated at a medical facility for his injuries and taken into police custody. Following investigations, he was charged. Organization was known to execute members. Retired investigator testifies. A retired gang investigator this morning testified that the Klansmen gang was known for executing its members. Within the Klansmen system, they tend to prey upon themselves. Friend kill friend, said the retired police inspector who had investigated several gangs including the St. Catherine-based Klansmen and One Order gangs. However, he explained that while the order is usually given by the leader, it's difficult to investigate these matters as the leader tends not to participate in the killings. The 31-year police veteran also told the court that the gang operated its own justice system. He indicated that the gang had a place called Judgment Yard located off Martin Street in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, where it carried out trials and determined who should be killed, beaten, or imposed any other punishment. The trial has heard testimony from one of the former gang members that the reputed leader of the One-Don faction of the gang, Andre Blackman Bryan, had given orders for his alleged foot soldiers to kill other members who he felt had betrayed or had lied to the gang. He had also testified about an incident where one of the members was tried by the gang and beaten. Similarly, during the playing of one of the secret recordings, the court also heard that Blackman had given instructions to kill alleged members who he felt had turned against him and was providing the police with information while he was in prison. The inspector also told the court that Klansman was known for forming an alliance with the police in order to get information. Paul Well quizzed about account that was closed after traffic bureau transfers. Businessman Prakash Vaswani requested that a local commercial bank close the account of an entity connected to the People's National Party that got a significant chunk of a controversial $31 million payment by Dutch firm Traffic Bureau Beheer, a prosecutor has revealed. The disclosure came today on day 2 of the Traffic Bureau hearings in the Supreme Court. The entity in question is SW Services. Traffic Bureau made 3 wire transfers, each for just over $10 million, to an account operated by CCOC Association on September 6 and 12, 2006, according to prosecutors. But on September 7 and 14, 2006, CCOC Association transferred $30 million by checks into SW Services' account. Member of Parliament Philip Polwell gave evidence today that he now understands that SW Services is a PNP account, but insisted that at the time he had no knowledge of it. I had not yet had such seniority in the PNP to be aware of such account, he said. Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions, Andrea Martin Swaby, cited a letter Vazwani wrote to First Global Bank on January 14, 2008, 15 months after the $30 million transfer, requesting that SW Services account be closed at the earliest possible date. Why did SW Services account had to be closed at the earliest possible date and by order? Martin Swaby asked Polwell. I am not aware of that account, the Kingston Eastern and Port Royal MP replied. What happened to the remainder of the money in the SW Services account? The prosecutor continued, referring to the balance of $1.2 million from the Traffic Bureau payment. I do not know, he again replied. Portmore man charged for killing parents remanded. Simeon Ramsey, the man charged for the stabbing deaths of his parents in Portmore, St. Catherine, was remanded when he appeared in court today. He was ordered to return to the St. Catherine Parish Court on April 12. In court, his attorneys Tom Tavares Finson QC and Marcus Moore asked for a detailed psychiatric evaluation for the purpose of pleading. It was revealed by the lawyers that the accused had a history and was undergoing treatment when the incident took place. When the accused was being remanded, it took much coaxing and a gentle touch from Tavares Finson to get him to the holding area. On the day in question, Simeon reportedly used a knife to kill his father, 69-year-old Cecil Ramsey, who is a minister of religion and a painting contractor, and his mother, 55-year-old Phyllis Ramsey. At the time of her death, she was the acting vice principal at the St. Andrew Preparatory School. Investigators say Cecil was stabbed in his chest and Phyllis was stabbed twice in her neck with an open-bladed kitchen knife. Government will revamp the country's banknotes this year, said Clark. The government will be revamping the country's banknotes and in doing so, restore all the images of the 7 national heroes and the 4 deceased prime ministers to the notes. In addition to the existing 6 banknotes, a new $2,000 note will be added. Because there will be only 7 notes and 11 images, however, 6 of the notes will carry 2 images each, the lone exception being that of national hero Marcus Garvey, whose image will appear by itself on the $50 note. Minister of Finance and Planning Dr. Nigel Clark, making the announcement in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, added that the quality of the paper with which the monetary notes are made will also be upgraded so they last longer. The color of each denomination will be more distinct in order to avoid confusion, and the features more amenable to recognition by the blind will be added, he said. 107 parcels of ganja prepared for export seized at Parati Fishing Beach. Police have seized 107 parcels of ganja and a twin-engine boat that was loaded following a patrol at the Parati Fishing Beach in St. Elizabeth on Tuesday. The police said the larger quantity of ganja was prepared for export. Police reports are that about 4 a.m., a team was on patrol when they observed men acting suspiciously at the beach. The men reportedly ran from the area and made good their escape. The police seized 16 larger bags containing the 107 parcels of ganja, 7 containers with fuel, and 30 Nicaraguan dollars. Police investigating shooting death of Clarendon man. Investigators are still trying to ascertain the circumstances surrounding the death of 32-year-old Sandri Biggs Sharier, a resident of Racecourse, Clarendon. The unemployed man was found Tuesday morning with gunshot wounds to his left eye, neck, and upper body. According to the police report, shortly after 1 a.m., residents reported hearing loud explosions. They began a search at daybreak and found Sharier's body outside the back door of his house and called the police. Sharier, who lived on Fisher Road in Kemps Hill, was found lying on his back, clad in dark gray shorts and a long-sleeved t-shirt. The police say no motive has yet been established for his killing. 2 shot and injured at a mineral spa. 2 shop operators have been hospitalized after being shot during an incident at the Salt River Mineral Spa in Clarendon Monday night. According to the police, the couple, who operate a shop at a popular attraction in southern Clarendon, were at their place of business about 7:30 p.m. when a masked armed man attacked. They were shot in their lower body, after which they were transported to the hospital and admitted in stable condition. Preliminary investigations indicate that the incident may have stemmed from a previous dispute with another shop owner at the facility. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.